Hey, what's going on? Luke here. For today's video, we're going to be talking about the South Sydney Rabbitohs and just how bad they are in 2022. Now, in 2021, last year, I did a video where I talked about the premiership threat they had to win last year. And at the time, I think they had just been beaten by about 50 by Penrith. I think it was around that sort of time. And I said that they need to win it. And I don't think they're going to win a premiership because they have an aging spine. And obviously, they ended up making it to the grand final. They shocked everybody, went on a great run. And I guess, in theory, that could still happen in 2022. But I'm here to say it's definitely not going to happen. I just haven't seen anything from the Rabbitohs in 2022. At least in previous seasons, we've seen glimpses of it. We've seen them make the top four. We've seen them beat a great side. They just couldn't get the job done towards their preliminary finals and such. This year, they're just so far off it. It's absolutely crazy. I knew things were going to be bad when Adam Reynolds left, and that was one of the big things I talked about was the fact that they let Adam Reynolds go and kept Cody Walker. And I was thinking Cody Walker only works if he's got Adam Reynolds there. Adam Reynolds, he can have other halves partners. He's had Luke Keary there before. He's had other guys fill in. He had Cody Walker from essentially, I know he wasn't a rookie, but he kind of was a rookie. Took him to great heights, got him playing State of Origin. Adam Reynolds can lift people, and we've seen that at the Broncos. We've seen him bring so much confidence to the side, and that's exactly what the Rabbitohs are missing. They're missing the leadership. I feel like their side has zero leadership at all, zero leadership. You go through their 1-17, it's not a bad lineup. It should be doing a lot better than what it is. I know Latrell's not there, and obviously a lot of their game revolves around Latrell Mitchell, but he wasn't there for their finals run either last year. Blake Taaffe played fullback. He played pretty well. This year they've been chucking in Nick Reynolds played fullback. Blake Taaffe played fullback. Alex Johnson I don't think has played fullback, but they've been trying a lot of people there. They've been playing Nicarima the last few weeks. I don't understand. Blake Taaffe hasn't been fantastic, but I don't understand the guy who got you to a grand final. I know got you to a grand final, but he was the guy who played in the grand final, and there was all the talk about him being great. And he's played fullback for a couple of weeks, and then he was dropped and injured. I just can't figure out this Rabbitoh side. I don't know what Demetriou is doing. Obviously, that is a big one as well. That should be talked about is the fact that they lost their coach. Probably doesn't get talked about enough when talking about the Rabbitohs, in my opinion. A lot of it is, they lost Adam Reynolds and Latrell hasn't been there, but Wayne Bennett's not there either, and he did a fantastic job with that squad. Probably got them playing a lot better than what some of those players should. You guys like your Mark Nichols and your Jacob Host and all that, they were playing really, really good under him. And they still are, let's be real. Mark Nichols actually played really good last night. But they lost to the Dragons. And they didn't just lose to the Dragons. They got absolutely belted. And this is kind of similar sort of fashion to what I saw with the Eels last week. It was like, not only did they lose, but it just felt like there was nothing there. It felt like they were never in it. And coming up against a team like the Dragons, I thought Dragons were capable of winning, don't get me wrong. Dragons are the sort of side who, they are a top 8 side at the moment, so are the Rabbitohs, but the Dragons are the sort of side that, they can get a scrappy sort of win, a lot of young players, they got the players who can do it, but it's just it was a big if. And, that if turned into a definite within the first 10-15 minutes. It was over. Dragons absolutely pulverized, and they were all over them. It was embarrassing to watch, if I'm being honest. And I'm not even a Rabbitohs supporter. I feel like Rabbitohs fans sitting there watching it, just the frustrations must be ridiculous. They can come out and they can beat some of the shittier sides like the Titans. No offense, Titans, but they're coming last. They can come out and they can beat a team like that. But there's been at no point this year where I've seen the Rabbitohs play and I went, yeah, no, that was a really, really good performance. That's kind of the Rabbitohs. I was going to say we know and love. I don't know if we know and love it, but that's the Rabbitohs of old. But we just haven't seen it. And like I said, I know a lot of it's going to be down to, Latrell Mitchell hasn't played. He hasn't played in quite a while. Dan Gagai is another one who's left. Don't know if they've ever replaced him, just a threat. I know we talked about Origin Gagai, but realistically, over the last couple of seasons, especially at the Rabbitohs, at his time at the Rabbitohs, Dan Gagai went to another level. And how he plays in Origin, he was starting to do that every week for the Rabbitohs. So he was very good. So there's leadership there. He's gone. Adam Reynolds, obviously talked about him. He's gone. And even like a Jaden Sewer, never really replaced him. He's gone. Obviously playing for the Dragons. He was one of their big hitmen. He's gone. Latrell still isn't back. But you still look through the side, and it is a very good side. It's a top 8 caliber side, in my opinion. Campbell Graham still the Alex Johnson, one of the best finishers in the game. Once Latrell's back, I think they will look a lot better when Latrell is back, don't get me wrong, but just in terms of being like a premiership threat, I don't know if anyone actually thought they were going to be a premiership threat. I didn't, but just in terms of them, still being on that upper echelon of sides. I don't know if that's the case. I really don't. I knew they were going to fall. I just didn't think it was going to be this year. Well, at least as far as what I'm predicting that they're going to fall this year. I think things are probably going to get worse too. I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on the coach. Damien Cook, I feel like, for the first time in a long time, there's been some genuine talk over him not getting picked for New South Wales. I think that kind of says a lot about how the Rabbitohs are going. Because Damien Cook, for me, he's always stood up at State of Origin level. He's stood up for the most part for the Rabbitohs. He's always sort of been a lock for me as like, he is the New South Wales hooker. He's the Australian hooker. And now there's a lot of talk of like, should they play Coruscant? That hasn't happened in quite some time. I know last year Coruscant played a game, but it wasn't really a case of, oh, well, he's as good as Damien Cook. It was more so like, oh, well, let's reward Coruscant for some great games for Penrith. Whereas like now, there's like that genuine talk of, I don't know about Damien Cook. He doesn't really deliver these days. And I feel like that can be said about Cody Walker. Ilias, a lot of talk about him. He got hooked last night. I don't know if that's hard done by. I don't know if it's harsh. I don't know. It's kind of like they've got Blake Taff and they've got Ilias, two guys who are capable of playing in the halves. Or just being in the side. Nicarima, like, can play in the half sort of thing. I don't know. They haven't replaced Adam Reynolds at all. I know they signed Milford, and that obviously didn't happen, but Milford would have probably been even worse. Like, you have Milford and Cody Walker. There's no leader. There's no general. Cody Walker doesn't direct teams around. He just doesn't, and he shouldn't have to. That's not his role. But they went in and they paid big bucks for him and let Adam Reynolds walk. It's crazy to me, and I thought this was crazy at the time. I think a lot of Rabbitohs fans thought it was crazy. They're like, you have just signed the 5'8", the guy who does all the flashy stuff when we're already going good, but you haven't got the guy to get in those positions to go good. Kicking game's not there. Goal kicking in general is not there, like Adam Reynolds. Like, we just seen how important Adam Reynolds has been to the Broncos, just judging by how they're going, how they've gone from where they were last year to where they are this year. He adds a lot. He adds a lot to the side. Everybody knows that. Probably more so evident now with how well he's doing at the Broncos too. I don't know if the Rabbitohs genuinely thought that they could just chuck in Ilias and they'll do all right, or if they've predicted this and they've went, we're going to have a couple shitty years and, we'll try and work around it. But I don't know. It feels like to me they thought, all right, well, they still got Latrell, still got Damien Cook, Cody Walker's there. Cameron Murray, for like the first time in his career, I looked at him and went, a bit of a form slump for Cameron Murray. Like, it just doesn't happen to him, but it is happening right now. So, I don't know. Maybe it is just a form slump. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Maybe this is a sign of, bigger and worse things to come for the Rabbitohs. But guys, let me know in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on the Rabbitohs? For me, absolutely diabolical last night, but so many times this season they have been terrible. Absolutely terrible. Been very fortunate to win some of their games that they have won. And yeah, I really have my doubts on whether they're actually going to make the top 8. But let me know in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on the Rabbitohs? For me, they are done in 2022, but maybe you disagree. You probably do disagree. Let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. If you happen to enjoy this video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Also, make sure to use the notification bell. Don't rely on those sub boxes. Use the notification bell and never miss any of my videos. Also, while you're at it, make sure you give me a follow on social media. It's on the screen right now. It's Mr. Luke and YT for the most part. My Facebook's Mr. Luke, but everything else, including Snapchat, including TikTok, is Mr. Luke and YT. Give me a follow, give me an ad. Also, think about becoming a member of the channel. There's a link in the description below. We have quite a few members already. Shout out to you guys. There is a shout out at the end of every video, but much appreciated. Absolutely love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you would like to support me as well, like I said, click on the link in the description below. Take a look at the levels. Take a look at the tiers. You can see the perks. You can see what you get out of it. Just consider it. It does help me out a lot. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end things here. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See yous.